Hey Clashes, the mass Furnance strategy became really popular roughly 2 weeks ago. And what I love about this is that the community is keep pushing and evolving this strategy, and this is my current version of this. Yes, the Unicorn, the Royal Champion, you will see why in just a second, the same as a Root Rider inside the Clan Castle. But I think the easiest way on showcasing how this actually works is jumping into a couple of attacks and having some fun. But before we're jumping to some live attacks, I really want to break this strategy down, and we're doing that with a replay so I can exactly explain to you what the most important steps are, what are the entry points you're looking for, and so on. The first thing is, whatever I'm looking at, is the Fire Spitters at Town Hall 17. The reason is that they have such a long range, they have the piercing shots and everything, so if I can avoid them with my Warden Charge, that is always a great thing to do. This is why I'm trying to take down this Fire Spitter out with the Royal Champion, which is always a nice thing. As well with the Fireball, if you can take down the Clan Castle early on and make sure that it's never really getting lured or anything like that, that is another great step. So I'm going to use the Warden on the left side to make sure that we can take down the Clan Castle. Now, you might wonder as well, it's why the Unicorn on the Royal Champion? First off, this attack is really about time. Typically, you do want to make sure that time is not your enemy, and with that, a long Royal Champion charge would not go your way. Instead, I want to make the Royal Champion charge a little bit stronger. Yes, the Phoenix would be a great way, but I just think on the King, it's just so much better. This is why I like to bring the Unicorn, because if you take some damage in the beginning, like Expo, you have to place the Royal Champ close to the base, whatever, you have the recovery of the hit points with the Unicorn on top of the passive healing of the Electro Boots itself, and with that, you're getting always solid value. The next step as well is do not overuse invisibility spells on the Royal Champion. If you have like 5 left, that is already good to go. You just want to set up the funnel and then concentrate with the remaining on protecting your heroes. I just took down the Clan Castle, my Warden is now around the top side, and this is as well the time with your other heroes. Do not wait too long. The really key thing is, as soon as your Warden is safe, start with the other heroes. Don't wait too long. I like to deploy my King and Queen together because I'm using the Spiky Ball with the Earthquake Boots to open up the compartments for the Queen. And she can just follow, make sure that the Phoenix is getting used quite nicely as the King is tanking. And then we're having keep having those tanks getting thrown in there from the siege. I have as well the Root Rider because the first couple of wall breakers are great to follow up on the Earthquake Boots of the King. But after that, you're kind of stuck most of the time, and only Ice Golems are not getting you through any walls, so they're somewhat useless. Instead, the Root Rider is the tank, it's opening walls, it's the perfect fit for the back end of any attack. For this one, this base is just completely wrecked. You can see already no chance whatsoever for the base to defend, because we have those two parts of the village getting overwhelmed separately, which means the King and Queen part with the siege, and then the chop side part with the Warden out of the furnaces. And with that, it's a really nice overkill, I want to say. Well, let's now have some fun during this attack. First things first, where are we going to get our Royal Champion in? I feel like funneling into the Town Hall might look quite solid, because if we're getting a Fireball onto the Town Hall, that looks nice. The only issue is that we're going to do Fire Spitters that way, and I try to avoid that. So maybe instead trying to get the Fireball onto this Poison Tower, that would be amazing, which means you would need to clear out this bottom side. So let's just use the Royal Champion. As we're all being inside the range of the Expo in just a second, that's where the Unicorn is coming in, making sure the Royal Champion stays healthy, while not having to invest any invisibility spells whatsoever. That's kind of like the trick with this one. As I said earlier as well, you can use like any other pet as well, like Spirit Fox, for example. But I just like to make sure, like, we don't want to have the charge going on for too long, so that is the main reason, or we're not investing into the Spirit Fox. So yeah, just if you're confused. This, another invisibility. We can already start with the Warden down here. We're doing another invis, and I think another invis combination right there. Another one. I think like this we're fine. Now let's do this over here. Warden should be fine, right? Versus the, what is it? The Monolith. Should be okay. Come on, come on. Oh, let's protect him. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to have the next step, which is going to be the heroes from the far right side. But first, we have to set up this Fireball, I think. As soon as the Wizard Tower on the left side is gone, we can get started with the Invis Towers. So I think, like, this and this should get the job done, right? Fireball now. Let's go. We got it. Okay, now the warden can just continue wherever he wants. Let's see. Okay, he's going for the left side. That's amazing for us. We can add some more furnaces. And now we're adding queen and as well the king. And can get towards the town hall. Let's add one over here. That looks really solid for us. We have the king over here as well. And then we're going to get the town hall with that. I will use the siege as well. Just like this. It's going to help our heroes get towards the base, towards the core and such. And as well, remember to not use the furnaces too late. That's something which I like to do a little bit too much. Like using them quite late. But yeah, that's should be still fine with this one. As well, I like to bring the Phoenix with the Earthquake Boots and such on the King. I just think it's so strong. And I mean, yeah, the Phoenix can be used on the Royal Champion, but I mean, the King is just tanking so nicely with that one. It's just crazy. So, yeah, it's just, I guess, personal preference and such. But this so far looks really solid, right? Like, the attack looks really good for us. Clean up Headhunter, as you know it from me and as you love it. We have still so many Furnaces spotting their stuff, and it's going to be crazy overkill. I love the Root Rider on the back end because take a look at that. You're pretty much having the first couple of walls open from the different super wall breakers and the regular wall breakers from the siege. But then on the back end, you might struggle to get through some walls. Having one Root Rider getting thrown into the attack at the end is just a really nice addition. But hey, let's just keep going. Let's having some fun because this strategy is just so unique and that makes it so special. So we have another ring base like this. That should be hopefully no issue whatsoever. I think I will just take down one of those spitters from the top right and then start the warden on the other side. I really hate the fire spitters with this warden charge because they're having a long range, high damage, and as well they can just pierce through the warden and take down your healer. So I never really like that. So we're going to start with the Royal Champion from this top right side. So we're having then the warden from the top left if the Royal Champion is walking as expected. But we want to make sure that we're taking down this opening like that. So that looks solid. Just like this. Unicorn makes sure that we're having the Royal Champion somewhat staying alive. And even if we're taking some traps, which should be in this compartment, pretty sure. And we can as well get ready with the warden already. Because I'm expecting the Royal Champion not to come back, which means the warden can already work its magic a little bit. Now the healers. The last image was not really needed, to be honest, but we're taking the bomb tower out. It's not the worst, I guess, not the best either, but now let's have some furnaces getting added here. So we're having the support for the warden. We can already add some more. We can get one already here, one here. So we're having some cleanup started. Furnance, yeah, warden is fine. That's like the nice thing with the 4 healers. Like, it's kind of like a sweet spot. Okay, looking good. Where do we get the fireball, by the way? Oh, on the Inferno Tower or something. That looks good. I think that looks quite solid. Let's just keep adding furnaces. We can already start with your king and like with the king and queen. I just like to add them together. So this looks good. The siege like this. Fireball now. King ability, so we're opening the compartment. Warden. Ooh, okay, warden is still fine. Warden is still fine. Get the wall break. Last 2 furnaces are in. Queen ability as well. Wall break opening for the king and queen. Looks solid. I mean, the tower has to go down, which I think the furnaces should do the job. I mean, that's amazing for us. We can have one in this here. One headhunter maybe for the defending king. Keeping your eye on the warden. Like, it's not the easiest strategy when it comes into the multitasking, but it should be fine if you can manage that. This base looks completely crushed. I mean, take a look at this. As well, the Root Rider in the end open up the compartment yet again to make sure that our queen and as well the giants and everything can just leave. Warden getting distracted a little bit, but the aura is still empowering one of those furnaces from the top side. The base is just gone. I mean, this strategy is just crazy. How it works and everything, it is just so fun. I mean, I love it. It is just so nice. It is just so nice. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I just need to make sure that I'm having my furnaces earlier. So I guess I have less time issues then. If you're deploying them a little bit earlier, you should be good to go. Not having and not running into as many time issues as I do. You know, I'm finishing on the last 10 seconds. Is there a time issue? I don't know. I guess it's close attack on time, but it is fun nonetheless. Give it a try if you want to. My version of this army is down below in the description as well if you want to check out how Shock is doing his version. I think he does the Phoenix on the Roy champion. Make sure that you're checking out his video. I will link his channel as well down below. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching. See you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. And then, see ya and bye-bye.